All right. Once again, by myself. Gives me time to put on a hat. So I'm just going to chill, sit here, and smoke pot with you guys. Now that I'm smoking pot on camera, does that make it an international crime? Hey, what's going on, Jade? Nice to see you. How's it going? Oh. Whew. All right. See how long this guitar lasts before that squeal starts kicking in. So how's everything, Jade? I saw you posted some pictures of the pickguard. That guitar is going to look wild when it's all together. So far, not much noise. I'm talking to myself here. Sorry. So, yeah, so far it's just you and me anyway, man. You go ahead and drive. I'll chill. See if we get a few people in here. Ooh. Let's see if I can make this pig squeal like it was doing on the video today. Two and two, who's here, man? Say hello. So, this guitar sounds so good when the grounding problem isn't showing up. Strix and Pucks, what's going on, eh? How you doing? All right, now you can hear me, Jade. Fucked up. Hey Jade, how far along are you? I know you've looks like you finished doing the pickguard and the body. You said you had to do some clear coat, last I heard. And I was speaking to Ted today, so take your time. If it takes another week or two, don't rush. Okay? He's got 2 guitars from this channel down there now. So, who do we got in the house? We got 4 people. We got 4 likes. So, say hello, man. Who's in the house? So, we got Baby Boy Mulligan posted a video today. So, I was thinking maybe we'll do some. Hey, what's going on, JMK? You got a gig tonight. Awesome. Awesome. Break a leg. Have a great time, man. TSA in the house. There you go. How's it going, buddy? Nice. Nice. Which band? Which band's playing tonight, JMK? You're usually in 2 bands all the time. Right? At least as long as I've known you, you've always been in 2 bands. Let's see. Bad Religion tribute band tonight. Okay. All right. Hey, you know what? That's got to be a type of band that gets a lot of gigs, right? Bad Religion tribute band. That's got to be actually hopefully it's making money, right? It should be. Tribute bands usually do. All right. Yeah. I mean, all the showcasing and all the cool clubs are gone now around here, but the bands that still are out there are all the ones that are like the tribute bands, the cover bands, the Sabbath tribute bands, the Doors tribute bands, Led Zeppelin tribute bands, those guys. Yeah. Yeah. Originals, you got to really sell. So you got to sell a bunch of people. You know, the only thing that really works is having a bunch of people come to your shows who do shit, just like jumping up and down and all the time. It doesn't even matter if they're into it or not, but they're like the guys who institute the wave at baseball games. They got to get people started, and if they can get people started, and those people keep into it, now you have something to build on. Best of Saints was original thrash, so we can only play certain clubs. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much any old bar will do a tribute band, right? So, good evening, Malachi. How you doing today? So I'm playing the Leo James V, the Swifter. I just finished shooting the video for it, so I'm gonna try and get that finished by the end of the night tomorrow night. Hopefully, I'll be able to get that done and then post it before the end of the weekend. I think so. Well, it's not the one that I was showing last night. Last night I was showing the the IYV. This guy. But yeah, I might have been talking about him. I forget. But I don't know. There's a lot going into this review. It's the situation with this guitar is a bit complicated. It's not cut and dried. Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's a little bit of to me, it's a little bit more like the LTD Arrow, but with curves. But in this case, it almost looks like a cross between the Arrow and that Star Trek communicator looking V that Gibson made a few years ago. So no problem, TSA. Stick around as long as you can. We appreciate it. Yeah, the Star Trek Gibson, right? A little bit of both. And the headstock looks like a combination of two as well. It looks like the classic banana headstock, kind of shrunk down and reshaped a little to resemble, at least at the tip, to resemble a bit of the Gibson 6 inline reverse headstock. I think they put it on the Firebird sometimes. I'm sending you some pictures of the. Okay, cool. I haven't had a chance to check my email yet. I got the new computer up and running. I haven't set up the email. You know what? Let me take a look. Yeah, but it does. This one just looks like it's got hints of it. It doesn't look like it's trying to rip off a communicator from science fiction show. But yeah, it's a little bit of that one. It's a little bit of the LTD, at least to me. And then Kramer headstock, banana headstock, and Gibson 6 inline headstock. Okay, yeah, I see the email. All right, let me see if I can share this with everybody. They're small pictures. So I think I'm going to have to skip showing. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. So this Malachi's been working on. That's black with looks like tape on it underneath. All right. Sorry, I'll hold it up a little longer. I'll give you guys a few seconds to see it. All right. There's a couple other ones here. We're seeing them together. Okay. Picture number 2 is nice. Here we go. Very nice. Now we got red on there as well. The black underneath. A couple of headstock pictures. Here's another body picture, the black. All right. So, okay. I'm looking forward to seeing the finished product now. So it looks like the Fessli is going to be in good hands when I send it out. So, you know what? I'm thinking I will send it out probably by the end of next week so that you can have some time with it. Don't rush because Ted's got Ted's got 2 there right now, and then the Jade guitar is going. But I think after I send you this one, I'm going to have to take it a little bit slower. I was talking to Ted today, and among other things, I got the impression, this is not based on anything he said specifically, but among other things, I got the impression that it might be better for all of us involved just to if I slow it down a little bit to maybe 1 a month. So once I'm done sending you the one, the Fessli Malachi, it's going to be a 1 a month thing, and that's separate from guitars that I'm going to give away here on the channel, right? Like we're going to give away. Don't forget, guys, we're giving away my Harley Benton. Here, you know what? Let me show you the guitar. Oh. Yeah, it's on the wall. All right. I'm going to be doing a giveaway. It's going to be a general giveaway live, right? And once I hit 10,000 subscribers, and this guitar is going to be given away. See the color flip on the body? All right. They call this flip-flop blue, but it really looks like a dark forest green with metal flake, and then in the light, it kind of turns purple. All right. Okay, so you're doing black stripes on the headstock and red stripes on the body, Malachi. Oh, cool. Okay, well, it's good to know that you can take your time because I'm not exactly sure how much time, but don't rush. I'll send it out next week, and then if you want to take a month to do it, that's fine. You know, and by then I'll probably be like 2 weeks out, just doing the next one anyway. So yeah. Right. Actually, you know, it's going to take like a few days to get to you, and then you got to get to him. So that's got to be figured in there too. So yeah, if you could take three weeks to a month to get it done, and then let me know, and I'll just like let you know if it's good, you know, when maybe you should send it. If it's not right away, isn't a good idea or not, you know, because I'm keeping in touch with Ted and paying attention to the way these are going to be moving through his channel. 3 guitars, and he likes to do 3, 4, 5 videos per guitar. So it's going to be a little bit, you know what I mean? I don't want to backlog him. He's got his own stuff to do. He doesn't work for me. So anyway, so yeah, so if I send it to you, give it a month. All right. And if anything crops up, I'll let you know. Yeah, he's actually further away from you than he is from me, right? because you're north and out east a little bit too from me. So Steve Gunner's in the house. How you doing, sir? What's going on? So yeah, I'm kind of waiting for excuse me. I'm kind of waiting for BBM, see if he comes in here, because I would like to do a reaction to a video he posted today. All right, but I'd like for him to be here, so I'm going to give him a few more minutes. We're 20 minutes in. We'll give him another 10 minutes, and then I'll set up the reaction. So, is anybody having any issues at all with the audio or the video tonight? I'm using a brand new PC, so I'm interested to know how things are going. Awesome. I kept it simple, like always in the past, but moving forward, I'm going to start setting up OBS, and I'm going to set up some windows and tiles, picture tiles and all that stuff, so we can do segments and shit like that. Start organizing this get together a little bit more. So look for that, but in a few weeks. I've got to break this thing in first. Make sure the finish is cured well before I send it. So not a problem, Jade. Not a problem. He's actually sending the Leo James Scorpion off to fret knot sooner rather than later. He's taken a look at it. I think he shot a video with it already, and he's deemed that it's ready to go. He really doesn't need to do anything to it, so he's going to send it off to fret knot. And then he's going to have the Leo James kit strat. So he'll have that for another 2 weeks or so, right? And then after that, when it gets there, it gets there. So that's right, the Guitar Mafia. I'm going to start talking about the Guitar Mafia like it's a thing soon. I'm going to start publicizing it a little bit. And I like to start doing some other things too, as far as this, because sometimes I'd like to get my hands on the guitar again. So I've decided that it might, at least sometimes, I would like to do a before and after like review. Moving forward, I'm going to do a before I send it off kind of review, so people get to know the guitar before it gets done by you guys, right? And then I'd like it to come back when it's done or almost done. I can do the final setup work. I'm a little lazy, but I can do the final setup work and all that, and do a review on the final product, and then send it off to fret knot myself. So I think that allows me a little more hands-on time in the process, which is cool as the person who is sending off the guitar in the first place. And since I'm the person who is like the starting point of a lot of this, it feels like going full circle makes things feel a little more complete, you know. And I think that'll be felt by the viewers as well. Anyway, with the bass fish, yeah, right. Maybe it should have been you'd sleep with the fishes, but you spell it like the band, and just leave it at that. Jeff Gunther's in the house. How you doing, sir? What's going on? We got 8 people here, 6 likes. So we got the main crew. We got our regular guys here today. How's everybody doing? Steve Gunner, I said hello. Jade's been here since the beginning. So how's everybody doing? There you go. Sleep with the fishes, right? I think that might be enough of a musical reference. But I think the idea is we're going to make people guitars that they can't refuse. Right? I'm kind of working on that one. But yeah, I'm going to try and make a little a picture put it on screen when we talk about doing the giveaways with certain people. I'll pop up their logos with the image as well. Try and solidify things in people's minds that this is like a real group of people doing a serious thing, and that we're all on board on the same page. The more organized we can make it seem, the more legitimized people are going to make it in their head, So you can always try the guitar that I modified before it gets sent to Ted. Yeah, I might do that. Malachi. Let's see how the timing pans out. If it's going to be and how things go with Ted, you never know. He might decide to text me something one day and say, "That's it. You know what? I'm done." So let me just see where we're at when we get there, and we'll take it from there. Because maybe that's the thing to do. Maybe send it to you. You do the work. Can you see me now? Yeah. All right. Cool. I don't know what the hell happened, guys, but I wasn't even getting any messages that there was an issue on my side. I checked all the usual stuff, and everything was running fine. The only thing that told me something was up at all was suddenly there was nothing up here showing that there was anybody in the chat, but I was chatting with you guys. So I just did a refresh. All right. All right. Hallelujah. Okay. Small favors, right? Small favors. So let me set this up. Let's go watch Baby Boy Mulligan's video. Let me set this up. Jeremy the Griffin always puts on range. Okay, you guys are talking. All right, so I got this all set up, so let's check it out.
All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. And today we've got the Leo James US flag Strat back on the table for one reason.
I do have to say that I really do like the way this one looks over a lot of other a lot of other American flag style guitars. Like the latest one from Fesley, I don't like that one at all because the flag's upside down.
I put these string trees on it, which are the Fender style roller string trees, because that's all that I had at the time. I wanted to put this type on it, the regular roller string trees. I did find with the neck break on this particular guitar, I'm going to have to put these on because I do have a buzz on this G string. So I took one off already and I said, you know what? I found another problem. So I figured let's address that and show people so that they, don't make a mistake, because I've made that mistake on another guitar before. So
I don't know if you guys noticed yet, but I like the way those locking tuners look. I think those are the new ones from T's Guitars.
With the smaller, or I should say lower string tree, which will go in this position.
Don't worry, this video is not super long.
Let me just put this together again real quick because it fell apart. This is something I always check with the lower, string tree, because these are the screws that come with it. They're pretty long. So I usually will take this and put it up to the neck, in the neck area. Now see, on this side it's a little higher and it's not going to go all the way. So it's not going to go all the way through. But on this side, this neck does have a route here. And this is, so I don't know if the whole neck has got a bevel to it or not, but that's getting pretty close to coming through. And it would make an indent in the wood. So to be safe, I'm not going to use the screws that came with this string tree. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to, and this is why I always save them and label them. This says Leo James on it if you can't read it. It says Leo ST, Leo JST. So what I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to take these guys out.
I don't know, Malachi. Sorry, I had to stop. I don't recall. Are they staggered? Do they have staggered poles? If they are, they certainly wouldn't require string trees, right? You just got to make sure that you're putting the shortest ones the furthest away, right? And graduate to the tallest ones closest to the bone, to the nut.
Because these should be the same length screws, and they're a little longer than the other screws that I have.
Hold on a sec, guys. Sorry, got to pipe in one more time on that. The new SBHE comes with those tuners, and it comes with string trees. So that would mean that they're not graduated. They're not staggered. Those are the newest versions. Can't headstock tilt, eliminate string tree. Yes. Yeah, you got to get at least like 9 degrees or 7 degrees, something like that, to get enough to eliminate the need for it. You do that, and then you have to cut the nut so that on the back side of the nut where the string comes out of it and it's going into the tilt, you got to cut that so that it's got the same angle as the headstock so that everything flows fluid. So you move the point, right? Normally you would put the point right at the back of the nut, right? But now you move it in ever so slightly so that you have a drop off a little bit. I don't know. I don't do that kind of work, but yeah. Let me see. I do love the staggered tuners. I installed them on a couple of guitars. So helpful. Sometimes they still need a string tree on staggered tuners. Yeah, 7 degrees. Well, you shouldn't, right? I guess it depends on a couple of other factors as well, right? Because you're talking about some fine measurements, right? Get involved, you know.
And you also notice there's a difference in these two. This one's a little smaller, this one's a little larger, but that's about the same width as the one that this one is. So we shouldn't have an issue here with the height. So that's just something I like to check. And then also,
and did you guys, in case anyone didn't notice, if you've got the type of string trees where you got the bushing on the bottom and then the top, there's two separate pieces to it, right? Excuse me. If you've got this type of string tree that has two separate pieces to it, like he's playing with here, you don't necessarily need that second piece. You just need the top, right? Because the string's got to go under there, and you can use the screw as the length that you need and just drive it in as far as you need to and leave it otherwise bare, right? It's just decorative.
Like I said, we're not going to use this screw. So I'll take this apart, put this one through. And now I'll have enough bite in the wood that the string tree won't pop out or, with too much pressure. So if you can get a good look at that, hopefully. So that one will go in the place of this one here. So let me reposition the camera so I can have the camera at that end of the table. And we will get rolling with the next part of this video.
I see what you're saying, Malachi. Torsten said he was going to start putting on staggered tuners for the foreseeable future. That might be like the next batch. This is a small batch. He's getting double-sized batches from here on out. It might be a good way for him to upgrade.
Be right back.
Have an added expense, right? You're not upticking, even though the uptick would be.
So just a quick moment. If you would please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the content and the little tips that I gave you. So let's get back to the video. All right. So
nice
I tried to
BBM.
get you the best angle here. And I started doing this, and this is why you got to have one of these.
Malachi, do you have a
I cut the
discount
video
code
and
for
came
them?
back to start
If you ever
over
need their
because I
parts,
dropped my
I
string
have
tree.
a discount code. It should be in every single video that I post. If you use that
So-
code, you'll save a couple of dollars, and I'll get a couple of dollars for the channel.
This is why it's good to have a set of these.
Yeah, Jade, that Claxton you're working on is an Ibanez
Going
clone.
here.
So that's going to be, it's going to have like a 9-degree headstock.
All right. Now that we have that in place,
just if you ever start a guitar company, don't do what Gibson
started.
does. Gibson's got a 14 to 17-degree headstock tilt. It used to be 17 on the old guitars. They changed it to 14 because of all the headstock breakage. You see what that's done, though. Yeah, they're good, especially the new ones. I have the old ones on my guitars, and they're good. But I've already played a guitar that has the new ones, and they're nice. Definitely an upgrade from the old ones. If you're looking, but you know what? If you're looking for lock and tuners, and you're looking for a good set, inexpensive, hit up Torsten. See what he's got,
painstaking little thing,
right?
here.
Because he sent me a set, $35 set of lock and tuners that I got to put on my ST1. And look, yeah, I paid for it.
Make sure you get it in that slot. And on to the next one.
Oh, Malachi, you've already sent me your address, right? It's in the email. If not, send it to me again, please, and I'll get started working on.
Again, this is where it's good to have the tweezer
ready to go next week.
Get this down underneath here because we don't want to lose this.
Malachi, you might actually have a guitar from the same factory as the one Jade has.
Keep it neat. Put it right back in
there's
there.
A lot of small companies out there.
Save it for another project.
Okay. I'll check the email. If I can't find it for some reason, I'll let you know.
Always some sawdust, which I know. Here we go. Shaky hands.
Oh, that hasn't happened to me at all. So I'm wondering where BBM is. He might have went to bed early. Speaking of, I gotta go to bed early. I gotta get to work
like
early.
to cut this stuff out because it happens. And I'll find that screw later since I have this other one here.
Nothing.
You don't want to
You
look
might be
like too
spending
much of a
time with yourself
professional
like that.
because then it's not real. I would have kept that other part in the video,
Right? Yeah,
but
they're nice.
it took me a little while with my old eyes to find the part that fell down.
I can't wait. The SBHEs are going to be here in by around the 20th.
Like I said, it's a game of
And,
operation.
I'll have mine sometime not long after. I should have mine
to
before
take
the
all
end of the
these
month.
strings off. Boom, boom, boom.
Yep. Yeah, he hasn't seen it. They look better.
There we go.
Steve Gunner. Not a bad upgrade. What level of PRS do you have?
And that's it. Now we'll just tune it back up, check the intonation, and we'll go from there.
Did you get yourself a
Just
10
make sure
top?
everything's straight. You want them tight, but you don't want them so tight you can't move them a little bit.
Yes, they were.
And there we go. All set. All right, so I'm going to move the camera back around to the other side. And
Nice.
then we'll check the intonation out.
Swamp Ass Sandblasted CE 24.
All right, guys.
Nice.
Well, the intonation is definitely out after changing the string trees because it changes the pressure on the neck. So I got a couple of spots that I got to fix, a couple of strings. So let me check my.
I just like the way this one looks. This American flag looks good.
Okay, so this one's saying it's got to go towards. It's something I like to use. Let me grab this real quick. Certain guitars like this.
They do look nice, right? So Steve, you should hit up these guitars for a set of keys.
Got it.
They're like $35 shipped. And they're really
This is for working on tremolos, but it works really good to not damage the guitar. When
I need one of those.
you're working on them.
Yeah, I
So
have
this one's got to go away.
Steve, I have
because it's sharp. So generally when
a
they-
Glary, the micro bass.
They
the
flicker
kid's
like
bass.
that. It loosens the string
It's
up a little
Swamp
bit.
Ash, and it's a great little,
I'm gonna
it's a great
take a
little
couple
piece of
of
wood. I actually turned. It's in the other room now. I turned one of them. I have two of them. I turned one of them into a guitar,
3,
and it's great.
4. It's about the general amount.
What's up, Jeff? Yeah, I like this too, man. I don't normally like the dark tobacco burst style guitars where they have the black on them as much as other people do, but with this, it works. I like it. Ah, okay, Steve. Black smoked chrome, Geiger. go on, check out one of my videos in the description.
The best
You
way
should
to
be able
check
to
that
find
is to actually pick it up.
a code for Geiger parts. Go check them out over there. See what they got. You'll save like 10%. Yes, Malachi, he is. He's using a trem block to keep the trem level.
These strings are pretty new too still. I just did this guitar not long ago. Stretch them a little bit more.
Seven people in the house. 7 people hanging out. You know, it's funny. I'm sitting here. I'm having a hard time giving away guitars that I got, and I'm wanting this one, and that's a $120 guitar. I don't have gas, do I? Hi, my name is RJ, and I have gas. No, that's not a Floyd, Malachi, and I agree. It would look a lot better with a Floyd Rose.
So it's still a little, just a little bit.
That's American-made trem, right?
But not too much.
That would be perfect. Nice topper on that one too.
And this is the painstaking
nice way
process.
To finish it off, complete the look. Floyd Rose. Right, Jeff. I'm telling you, I like that. It's classy. It looks like it's classy. You know what I mean? It doesn't look obvious. It doesn't look like every other one. It's simple. It kind of like showcase.
Oh, right. So I'm going to show you, and this is the way I usually test it.
Right?
I set the intonation.
Looks like it might be under glass.
Then I hit the chords. So if you look at the silver tuner, you'll see the chord come up. Perfect G. Perfect D.
I need to dust off my
so she's ready to roll.
Chord. I need to put better stuff.
So I'm going to change the position of the camera, and we're going to do a little playthrough. All right, let's do the playthrough.
Right? And it looks that good, and it's a Chinese guitar. Right? Yeah. 80s, 90s metal. It would have had me scream. Hell, if it had a Floyd Rose trem on there, it would be mandatory to play Real American on it, right? Rest in peace, Hulk. So I guess it's there you go, Faded Glory. Yeah.
Let's put a little dirt on it. Throw that. That was the neck pickup. Let's throw that on the bridge and put some dirt on it.
It's a combination of it having the black, having that looking like it's under black. Too late, I saw that.
And there goes the burnt finger again.
Now I don't feel so good. It doesn't sound bad either. I'm not sure how much work he's done on the pickups. Yeah, these days you're right. It doesn't matter. All right. Keep an eye out on Amazon. You know what? Let me pause this. Keep your eyes out on Amazon. Go looking around for guitars. For one, Leo James guitars, $100. And when they have this one in stock, it's usually in a kit. So it's usually like 120 bucks. So I think that's great for like the bones of a good guitar. You know what I mean? So if you're interested, definitely check into that. Another thing you might want to look into if you're into modding, the Squier Mini. I've got one. I'm going to be doing a video on it soon. It's ridiculously easy to turn that into a full-scale guitar. But you'll have to wait for the video for that one. All right, let me get back to this.
Still in tune with the trap. So thanks for watching.
You're right, Strings.
Like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about the guitar.
Are we done?
And the video and the tips that I gave you on how to do all this. So we will see you next time.
Yep.
Thank you for watching.
All right. All right. So, yeah. So, okay, cool. And we're at 56 minutes. So we'll just round this off to about an hour, guys, and we'll call it a night. All right. You guys talking about this, the JS32. Yeah, you're talking about the one that's like 150 bucks over on Amazon, right? There's one that's like 159. All right, it might be a little more now. I think that was a pre-tariff price. But yeah, I've heard good things about that one. Listen, you want a good way to get cheap mod platforms? Go over to eBay and look up eBay refurbished. Right? Use that listing and just look through everything that's in there. I usually go electric guitars, eBay refurbished, and I get a whole bunch. Sometimes they're only 50, 60 bucks less than retail, and you're not going to get a deal. Other times, you got a company like Donner who's busy getting rid of like everything that hasn't been moving. They'll dismantle the whole package with an amp and a gig bag and all that, and sell the guitar by itself for less than half price for the whole package. And then they'll get a couple of dollars for the amp and call it a day. Right? So yeah, I got two Donners, 80 bucks a piece. They were $200 guitars. So that's a pretty good deal. I would just stay away from the super light stuff. The stuff that I think people are calling candlewood is also, I think, known as Paulonia or Phoenix wood. It's a really, really light wood. You can only use the same screw hole like 4 or 5 times before it strips out. Ba-dum-bum. Gunther, you're leaving. All right. Thank you, Jeff. You have a good night, sir. You take care of yourself. And I'll see you soon. Keep an eye out. This video, I'm going to try and post it tomorrow night. It's a review for the Leo James Swifter. Me too, Malachi. Me too. I've gotten one for less than $80 on there. Actually, it's not in here anymore. I moved everything. So I got the DST 200, and it came with a flame maple neck. Believe it or not, a good flame maple neck. And it was listed at $89.99, but then they would have like a spring sale, which was 20% off all across eBay. And that was an automatic code. And then Donner was having their spring sale too. So I got another 30% off the $80. So I ended up getting it for like $65. So you can get good deals over there if you're looking for them, right? And you're not, it doesn't have to be a particular thing. You know what I mean? But Squire Minis, the bodies are small, but the way that they're designed, they take all the full-size parts with the exception of the neck. Well, I can't even say that because the way that the standard neck for that is sized, it's got 20 frets on a 22 3/4 inch scale length. And the regular full length neck is 22 frets at 25.5 inch scale length. So it's almost 3 inches longer to begin with. And then it's got another inch or so right there. So it covers exactly the amount of length that you need. All you got to do is drop in a regular 25.5 inch scale length neck and you're good to go. It's going to dip like hell, but you're good to go. So put some fishing weights in the hole and you're good. In the cavity and you're good. What do we got? Ubi, are you in the house, Ubi? Where are you, Ubi? There you are. What's going on? So I just got a St. James EL34 212 Black Star 1700 list renewed on Amazon. Boom. And you got a phenomenal deal, bro. That's less than half off. Great job. Great job scoring that deal. Yeah, that amp is a gain monster, isn't it? Really, Ubi? It's hot over where you're at. Is it trying to remember where you're at? You got the corn sweats? You're in the middle of in the middle of the country, right? Yeah, I get that. I get that impression too, Malachi. Cool. The 2-watt setting, nice. Those are always a great godsend, right? You got this giant amp, and you can only use it in certain settings because it's so loud. But a 2-watt setting, that's great. Start selling your guitars, Ubi. You've got some guitars now. You could probably sell one or two and get a decent AC. Wow, it's 102 where you're at. I'm nice and comfy here today. As a matter of fact, I can turn that off. So we're at 103, or what, an hour and 3 minutes. Nice. So, Jeff, so even if you bought it and you ended up not liking the amp, you could flip that right now and make money. That's a score. Ah, I see. You're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. That's unfortunate, Ubi. I didn't mean to try and tell you what to do either. It just seemed like a bit of an obvious thing. It's an apartment and we aren't on the lease. Can't get them to come fix it and can't replace it without getting in trouble. Yeah, Jade, he does have all the good guitars. Yeah, Scar, my guitar hasn't sent me any guitars lately. And I don't have Brian smashing frets on frets on guitars and then sending them to me either. So far away from free. Yeah, that's a generous offer. Nice. So you get those nice, bright, Voxy cleans, and you get that Marshall Grunt all out of one amp. That's nice. How's the headroom? We got 8 people in here. We got 9 likes. Yeah, I guess he doesn't love me either, Jade. You might be right about that, Strings and Pucks. That feels right. They're definitely very much a Marshall-style amplifier. No problem, Ruby. It's good to see you as always, sir. I try to stop by yours feeds whenever I can, man. Take care of yourself, okay? I think that's about it now, guys. Anyway, it's been over an hour, and I got to get up early tomorrow, and I got a couple of things to do before I go to bed. So I'm going to call it. All right. I want to thank everybody for stopping by, though, and keep an eye out. I'm going to be finishing now that I got this PC working. I'm going to be finishing up the review for this guitar. I'm going to try and get it done for this weekend. I should be able to get it done for this weekend at some point. And once I have my new schedule, I'll get my new schedule tomorrow. I'm going to start posting for more live shows. All right. So we'll just hang out, even if it's just an hour just to bullshit and hang out as friends. That's what we'll do. Right. And I'll just do that as much as I can and keep doing videos as often as I can. All right. And keep an eye out for the updates. All right. I'm going to give you guys an update on what's going on with these giveaways so that somebody can win this guitar. Okay. Anyway, thanks for coming, guys. Jade, I love what you got going on and can't wait to find out more. Have a great rest of your weekend, everyone. Yes. Thank you, Malachi. Good night. Strings and Pucks. Jeff, thank you. The 6L6 has more of the heavy metal sound. Yeah, I guess it would, right? I guess it would, right? The 6L6 is more got the grunt, and the EL34 that's more of a classic, more Fendery, ain't it? Oh, Guitar Pit of Horrors. I'm sorry, dude. It's nice to see you, though. Thank you for coming. Please stick around. Not now, but subscribe to the channel because I want to do more of these. I'd like to see you come hang out. All right? I'd like to get to know you, guys. Thanks again. This is it. I'm out. Definitely Pit of Horrors. Definitely. All right. Appreciate you. Appreciate all of you. Strings and Pucks, Guitar Pit of Horrors, Jade, Jeff, Malachi. Thanks for coming, guys. Everybody else who already left, take care. I'll see you in the next one. All right.